So Anna, what you doing here?
Just doing my job.
Y'all know the name. dSource.
Doing my job, doing my job, doing my job.
How about your Lakers, man? I know you're a big Lakers fan. I see your tweets on the Lakers, bro.
I was just checking the scores out today. They're losing, but I have a reason why they're losing. Is because they want Artest to be back for the OKC game.
There you go.
So they want to, you know,
dust off the cobwebs.
They want to prolong this match with Denver. They're gonna put them away in the next game. They want to prolong it just a little bit more, so Artest comes back fully and take care of Harden again. Maybe throw us a couple more elbows.
Definitely. Shout out to Laker Nation.
Laker Nation. You know,
Brian,
don't worry about it. They might lose today, but they'll get it. They'll close it out.
Creo que ya es más amistad, ya creé más cariño con los filipinos porque muchas peleas ya no quiero más.
He says, I wish I didn't have to fight Filipinos. You guys keep picking me. You guys keep choosing me to fight you guys. I feel like I'm family here again.
Yeah.
Like I've grown to.
How you doing, Brian?
I'm good. I'm doing great, Dennis.
Man, I'm nervous. First time I'm going to interview you, but it's a long time coming. So are you excited for your fight this weekend?
I'm very excited for this fight. It's been long overdue. They pushed our fight back a month, you know, from April. So I was already in shape then. Tweaked up my, calibrated my training craft just a little bit. So right now I'm just ready to go. I can't wait until Sunday.
You must be excited because this guy Omar Nino is one of your nemesis. Now, this guy it means a lot to you. I mean, explain to us what this fight means to you and what you plan to bring this weekend.
You know, they put a lot of names in front of me. I could have chose somebody else other than Omar, but I think we have unfinished business that was needed to be attended to. The last fight with him, that no contest, kind of left a sour taste in my mouth. I don't think I even performed to the best of my abilities the first two fights, so there's something not only to prove to my fans but also to myself that I can accomplish against a fighter like Omar Nino, and that I could beat a fighter such as him, and that you know, I just need to put best Brian Viloria out there. Let's give him 110%, and I should be overcoming obstacles such as Omar.
Definitely. Chito, back to those wars with Nino. Your first two fights with Nino. Can you kind of relate to us what you felt then, like after those fights, and what do you bring from those fights in this fight? And is there, you said that there's unfinished business, but is there any sense of like a little bit of animosity or like anger or whatnot? Because this guy kind of like derailed you during a time that you were, you know, shooting up to superstardom.
I think the animosity wasn't towards Nino. I think it was the animosity, the anger was geared towards me more. And because I kind of gave myself, shortchanged myself, I didn't feel like I performed to the best of what I'm able to do. So when I'm looking at it that way, I couldn't blame Nino for what he did because he did what he had to do. I blame myself more because I didn't do what I needed to do. And so the anger goes towards me. You know, right now I think I've matured enough, I've learned enough of my craft and refined my craft a lot more than I was when I was 24, 25 years old. And I think at that age, a little bit of you know, just a little bit of being too confident in yourself and not knowing that it's really easy for you to fall off the horse, you know, if you're not careful enough, if you don't prepare yourself enough. And so at that age, you know, I thought I was unstoppable, you know.
Yeah.
When you feel like
you were unstoppable.
Yeah, and when you feel and when you put yourself in that position, you set yourself up a lot for failures, you know, and you don't treat the animal the same way that you should treat, you know. You feel like, okay, since I beat the world champion in the first round, you know, who else is there going to be, you know, that will knock me off my horse? So when you feel too confident that sort of a way in that aspect, then you don't take care of yourself, or you don't take care of the situation a lot better than you used to. So now the past years that I've gone through taught me that lesson. I learned it the hard way, but the most important thing that I learned it, and I know how to take care of this type of situation. So that's why people ask me, what are you going to do after this fight? You know, who are you looking at? I tell them, slow down, you know, this is my you know, end of the road. If I don't get past this guy, there's no talk about you know, the next world champion. There's no talk about unification matches with other world titles. So that's how I'm trying. That's the knowledge that I brought. that's what I learned in the past, because you know those type of fights. We were talking about Koki Kamera, you know, unifying a match with him. If I get past Omar Nino. But what happened? I lost to Omar Nino, and you know I learned the hard way. But I did learn that you can't overlook anybody in this type of game. This is the type of game. There's really, you know, it doesn't give you any chance for any mistakes. You know, you're gonna have to go in there and give your best every single time you step into the ring, and that's what I'm gonna do.
It's awesome that you mentioned that, because when you were telling me about, you know, the journey and what you've learned, it kind of took me back also during those times that I was watching you fight this guy. That was a long time ago. You were a kid back then. Now you're married. You know, do you feel like you're an older guy now? I mean, has the married life helped you out, like, kind of be more focused, or can you talk to us more about that?
I think just paying attention to what I needed to take care of taught me a lot more, made me mature more as not only the person but also as a fighter. And for me, you know, having a wife like Erica and knowing that, you know, she's behind me and she knows how to take care of it, not only she helps me a lot as far as nutrition wise, and being on weight right now kind of gives you, you know, an idea of how you know how important I'm taking things and how serious I'm taking things to this point. And you know, this past 5 years, past 5-6 years has got me ups and downs. You know, I've been in the hospital after the Camaro fight, and it showed me, you know, you have to take care of yourself a lot better as far as nutrition wise, and learning how to throw a punch is only half the battle. And if you don't take care of your body, you know, I stopped drinking alcohol, I stopped doing all the bad things, and that kind of helped me, you know, make my career a little bit more long and longevity. And so I'm taking things, you know, I don't know how long I'll be fighting. I'll tell you this though, I feel like I'm younger, I feel like I'm a lot stronger, and I feel like I've learned so much more in the past, and I'm just coming into what I'm you know, what my ability is. So given that, you know, I just can't wait till Sunday comes and show that.
My last question, one second, check it out. My last question is, you plan to stop this guy within the distance? I mean, you had a great fight against Segura. Nobody imagined that you'd dominate him the way you did. How about this guy? The last 2 fights, you know, he went the distance, and the scorecards kind of were, you know what I mean? We're like, some people were like, you should have won. But is that in your mind right now? I'm gonna stop this guy.
I'll be lying if I told you, you know, that's not in my mind, because
you're more honest now, huh?
Yeah, I'm not lying. I'm not gonna say, you know, it's not in my mind. I'm not. But if you want to take a look at it the smart way, you're gonna have to expect 12 hard rounds from this guy.
Definitely.
That's looking at a smart way. You want it to end early, you know, for your favor. But that's in the back of my mind. But if given the opportunity that I can knock him out, of course, you know, as a fighter, I will take that opportunity, and I will, you know, gladly take it. And but.
Doing my job, doing my job, doing my job.